Hey guys, I'm Nikki here with the Kitchen Legacy and welcome to my kitchen. So I am making up a homemade bread. I make this recipe a lot. My family, my kids love it. I dare say it's better than some of the store-bought brands. So I thought I would come on here and just kind of show you, I'm in the halfway point of this recipe. Now the recipe that I'll be sharing with you guys, that I'll share like in the comments and links and all that stuff. This is a no-knead bread recipe. So typically, if you find your bread and it talks about kneading, you would really work the bread to work up the glutens, and you would work it sometimes 15-20 minutes, just kind of depends on the recipe. But this one, we don't have to do. So this here, as you can see, this it fills the bowl. It didn't. It actually, at first, it was just down here. But this has been rising for a little over 3 hours. I would have pulled it out sooner and started working it, shaping it and everything, but I got sidetracked, so totally normal. But yeah, so let me tell you what's in here before I start shaping it out. All it is just a regular, all-purpose unbleached flour. The recipe that I will share with you guys, you can use just all white, all-purpose flour, or you can substitute some of that for a whole wheat flour. So that's what I did with this guy right here, and that's what I typically do. I'll just substitute just a regular whole wheat flour. So I'll do maybe 5 cups of all white and 1 of the whole wheat. So I'll kind of post all that details too with all that. But so we just have an all-purpose flour in here. Of course, we have yeast, just an active dry yeast. And then we have salt, a little bit of sugar, and water with olive oil. Now the olive oil, I like to mix it up a little bit. So I use the any of our amazing olive oil blends from the French Pantry. So today I used Herbes de Provence, which is a new oil with Bon Cook, but I've also used the garlic, I've also used the pesto parm, the rosemary, the basil. I mean, they just bring out amazing, amazing flavors. So it just gives that little kick to the bread. So like I said, that's all that's in here, and I mixed it up and then just set it off to my stove to rise. And so we are gonna get this guy out. This makes about 2, it would make 2 big loaves, which I probably should do, huh? But you can also do like a bread bowl in here, and you'll see that I have a lot of dough left. So I might actually, I'm switching up last minute. I'm gonna make 2 big loaves, just so we have a lot and we'll just freeze whatever we don't use right away. Side there. All right, and I did flour, as you can see, you might have been able to see a little bit of, I just did a little light flouring on the roll pat. And this, again, I'm not like kneading it, I won't necessarily need to, I'm just shaping it a little bit. Because this recipe, again, calls, you don't have to knead it, which is amazing. So I'm just gonna shape this. Now I can leave it like this, laid onto whatever mat I'm using. I like to, split it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna take a little bit out and put a little bit in for a bread bowl. So that's about good, I think, right there. And this will be my loaf. I'm just kind of shaping up here. It's actually gonna rise again, so this guy will get bigger. And I'm gonna be using the Silpain today, which, as you can see, it looks very similar to the Silpat or the Bon Mat, but this is actually the Silform material. So this is the type of material that Subway uses, other professional bakeries, I don't say pastry bakeries, but just bakeries use, because it not only is it still non-stick, but it gives the crust a nice, the outside of the bread's a nice crispy texture. So if you're looking for that professional level, just to kind of take you up a notch, the Silform is the way to go. So I am just gonna switch it over here. Let me see if I can, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a little tricky here. There we go. I knew it would stick so much to my hand. So just peeling it off. There we go. Thank you, Roll Top, for your service. Gonna lay it back on here. Now, this is gonna rest for another 40 minutes covered. So you can do plastic wrap over it. I just like to lay down some towels just over it, and it'll just kind of hang out here. But also I'm gonna start preheating my oven, because it will take a little bit. We're gonna preheat to 425, And so let this rest for about 40 minutes.